Lunchtime Live with Andrea Gilligan
with insurancebroker.ie
on NEWSTALK.
Now, there's been a lot of criticism after a video was circulated online over the weekend of a young boy who was allegedly assaulted by two other young men. The incident seems to have happened, we understand, in County Galway. And Fine Gael TD Pete Roach is with me on the line today because, Pete, you were involved with the community after this incident. When did you first become aware of it?
Yeah, good afternoon. Well, I, like many others, saw the video. It was shared extensively on WhatsApp. And obviously, the original share came from the perpetrators of the crime. And when I saw it, the first thing I recognised the assailants. And of course, it's stomach-wrenching when you see it. Young guy pleading for his life, you might say, being beaten. So I reached out to the family. I met privately with them, and I have to say, extraordinary, lovely people. And I met with Irfan, the young boy that was brutally beaten. He's not 14 years of age yet, and I felt a responsibility to reach out to the community because I felt that there was, during the conversation that I had with the dad and the son, there was a lot of fear demonstrated, an absolute wrecked with fear there'd be a repeat of this again, or there may be repercussions from what was witnessed online. So I went to the local Garda Síochána and I spoke to Detective Inspector, who I have to say were extraordinarily brilliant and supportive, and I was reassured from the swift action that they took that these people who inflicted that hurt on the poor young fellow were being investigated, and I'm glad that that's still continuing. But I asked if they would reach out in support of myself and other local representatives to the Bangladeshi community, because we are very blessed, very fortunate to have extraordinary, brilliant Bangladeshi people in Tuam conducting business and paying their taxes and just living a normal life, and then this to happen to one of their children. So the meeting was arranged. I have to say it was rather quick because it all
when
came
did
together.
It happen, Pete?
The incident, the attack took place. It would be 3 weeks last Thursday afternoon in broad daylight. Okay,
but the video really only circulated in recent days, or certainly it was widely shared.
Yes, here in Galway, and particularly in the Tuam area, it was shared extensively over from the Thursday right up until I met with the family, and I received the clips from that assault from several different sources, and it sickened me, to say the very least. It absolutely sickened me. I find it very difficult to watch because of the savage way that they did this.
It's a very distressing video. It is, and I know for people looking at it, and it's very clear that you can see, that a young boy is in his school uniform, either going to or walking from school. Pete, I'm just going to bring in Kabir Ahmed is with me on the line today, because Kabir, you're a family friend, is that right, of the family? Can you hear me okay, Kabir? You can.
I hear you.
How are they doing, Kabir?
Now, thank you very much for that. The happened was the 16th of October after school. He is living very close to the school, maybe 200, 250 meters far from the school and his own house. So he just passing to he just after school come to the house, and in between that incident. Now, he is very worried. Not only him, my boy was in the same college. They're very much worried now. They're walking in the morning, going to the school, and after school they're walking, come to the house. And I living to the close the school as well. It's 300, 400 meters. So that's very worried now for our community people. Not only my community, other community people as well. They're very, very much worried.
And what is the reaction, Kabir? Like when you've been talking to the family members, what is the reaction?
They're very much nervous and very much worried. And the boy is 13 years plus. He's a nightmare every day. And he just next door is Aldi, for example. He's not even going to the Aldi alone, he himself. So he needed someone to guide him. And we'll try to help him, his family, to counseling more or less what we can, that improving that. But also Pete Rose and Fine Gael ministers and TDs and councillor and superintendent of police, they're trying their best to help us, and we're trying to work together to solve this case. So
and I should say as well, actually, just on that I know the guards too have have released a statement to say that while they don't comment on third-party material that's posted online, they have received a report of an alleged assault in Tuam in Galway that happened on the 16th of October. Following inquiries, 2 male youths aged in their teens have been referred to the youth diversion programme, and investigations are said to be ongoing. It also raises, though, Pete, other issues, doesn't it, around the circulation of material online, even when there are ongoing investigations by the Gardaí.
Yeah, well, I suppose there's one good thing about this, in that they made the mistake of posting or distributing the clips themselves, which ultimately led to an early, I suppose, investigation and arresting. If this were to happen at night time, I hasten to add that, there may be no evidence, and it might be somewhat very complex to identify these people. But sharing of that kind of material online, what it has done in this case, I have to say, anyone that has seen it, and, many individuals have asked me, can I see the clip, because they find it hard to believe that such a thing can happen in broad daylight. And when they do, the first reaction is that, Jesus, I'm sorry that I saw it. It hurts them. It hurts me. It hurts anyone.
But I imagine the guards are looking for people to cease, I presume, circulating, Pete, this kind of material online.
Absolutely, yeah. But the one thing that it has done is that it has, like it did for me and others, it alerted people that were decent to move to support, move to help, and move to assist in whatever way they can, both the Gardaí investigation and indeed to support the Bangladeshi community. And when we did that, and I have to say that the night, which was 2 weeks ago tomorrow night, we met in the West Wing Hotel, which is a company or a business owned by a wonderful Bangladeshi family. And there was somewhere in the region of 80 to 100 people from Bangladesh, and of course there was a small number of Palestinians there. And it was we shouldn't have been there for the reasons that we're presenting, but it was such a human interaction between ourselves as public representatives, the Gazi who turned and made themselves available for that interaction. And I think it's fair to say that they were pleasantly surprised that there were so many Bangladeshi people living in Tuam and indeed the hinterland, all here for years.
I know, and the support that was there. And Kabir, is that something that you, in chatting to and talking to the family of the young boy, is that something that you've heard from them? Just I suppose the level of support that has been offered within the community.
We're trying our best, not only me. We had a large amount of community living in this particular area. So we try to helping more or less every day, visiting his house and visiting the boy, counseling him. Also, the girls was trying to do the counseling with the family, continue. But we're trying to getting counseling from our party, be honest. Party also trying to give him some counseling to improve. He's less worried, less happen. But the guard has been ensured that not to be any incident, particularly for this area by Pete Road, and he helping all the time.
Yeah,
And
well, I
he
should
will
say as well,
call me every day.
Yeah, I should say as well, the guards have said too in that statement that the inquiry or investigations are ongoing into the incident as well. Look, for the moment, we'll leave it there. Kabir, please do pass on our thoughts and best wishes to the family involved. That's Kabir Ahmed and Pete Roach, who's a local Fine Gael TD in County Galway. The email's lunchtimelive@newstalk.com.
Lunchtime Live with Andrea Gilligan.
With insurancebroker.ie.
Weekdays at